Okay, pretty sure we're live right now. Hello everyone, this is UmbreonMoonlight, and we are live streaming Pokemon Uranium. It's a fan game. We're going to be starting a new game here. Going on regular mode, yes. No, we do not want to skip the intro. And I figured I got a new microphone and everything, so I would try to live stream it. Because this is a pretty popular, well, not ROM hack, popular fan game that I know of anyways. And it just recently got some of the post-game started. There was a patch that was released that does some of the post-game that they've been working on for like 2 years now. So I figured, you know, we can start streaming this. And I was trying to think of a way to make this not a boring, like, set of live streams. So I decided that we're going to be shiny hunting one of the starters. Because the starters in this game are really cool. And the shiny variants of all three are pretty good. Yep, so basic Pokemon intro, but Bell Beach City is the largest town in Tandor. Now, Tandor is the region that Uranium takes place in. So, their father, Kellen, was a brave and talented Pokemon Ranger. So, there's Pokemon Rangers in this game too. Nuclear energy too, so there's nuclear power plants, it seems. An ordinary day at the nuclear power plant was where Lucia walked. As part of a routine inspection, they brought a specialist to take a look at the electrical system. You haven't finished your diagnosis. Everything seems to be working perfectly. This is the generator you designed. Really does it well. So that seems like our mom's a very famous or very good nuclear physicist, it seems. Oh, and there goes disaster with nuclear energy. That's fantastic. Looks like our mom's about to sacrifice herself. That's great. Let's see, we're never seen again, huh? The radiation leaking from the broken reactor made it to the surrounding area uninhabitable for many years. Ah, so nuclear fallout. So it looks like our dad, too, after he lost his wife, he just kind of, locked himself into his job to kind of cope with it, which is understandable. Oh, so we're in the starting town of Moki Town, it seems. And we are properly in Pokemon Uranium. Now, a couple things you can do is you can come over to the settings and set all this stuff up. We will be playing on set instead of shift, because that's just how I play Pokemon games. Pokemon games are pretty easy, so I don't mind doing that. Remember, if you play this, to turn the autosave off, because this game is prone to crashing on certain like PCs and everything, and that can corrupt your save. And if you have this on, because Uranium lets you do separate save files. I think you can have 3 or 4 save files. And this allows it to have multiple save files and remember the one you were playing on last. Performance mode you should always have on because this game is an old RPG Maker game, so it runs pretty poorly on some devices. And you can set your controls if you want. This was added recently, vibration for a controller if you have that enabled, and you can remap everything. You can test the vibration. Well, we're not gonna do that. We're gonna save. So this is what the trainer card looks like in Uranium. Pretty standard. We have nothing in our bag, but we have a lot of pouches. So let's head on downstairs and see what our grandmother wants. Yes, big day. Yeah, it's our grandmother, I think. And apparently we have a friend called Theo that looks up to us. And what's cool about Uranium, too, is the fact that we are a lot older. Most Pokemon games, you're a 10-year-old and you're starting as a 10-year-old trainer. In this game, I think we're 13, 14, or 15. We're a lot older because the story's a lot darker. Oh, and we have the running shoes very early on, like immediately. Now, what's nice is you can hold down the button Z, but you can remap it to anything. You can hold it down and run back and forth, or you can go into your menu, toggle it, and you'll always be running, which I would highly recommend doing. Anyways, welcome to Moki Town. Yes, we're leaving out. And apparently speak to this dude, because he gives you a rare candy. And all my playthroughs of this game, I did not ever know that that guy gave you a rare candy. And what do we have here? This game has a lot of Fakemons in it. Most of the Pokédex is Fakemons, which is fantastic. This is the new one. This is Chipmunk, I believe the name is pronounced. Along my your father. That's cool. So you're finally heading out on an adventure. Yep. We are heading out on an adventure. Might I say, this tile and sprite set looks amazing. But we're gonna head up to the lab, and we got more new Pokemon. And this fan game... Oh, we're gonna be stopped. This fan game's full of fan-made Pokemon. Where do you think you're going, huh? You trying to get to the lab before me so you can get a better... No, Theo, we are not trying to get ahead of you. Theo has a good character arc, but in the beginning of this game, he can become pretty insufferable. Yes. Theo. This is Professor Bambo. He's a pretty laid-back Pokemon professor. The difference of this, picking the 3 starters in this game is you can actually choose, questions. He'll have a questionnaire for you to choose, answers, and depending on the answers you pick, you can get one of the, starters of the region. Or you can just cheese it. Yes, we're ready to take it. You get the fire type if you pick red, you get the grass type if you pick green, and you get the water type if you pick blue. Now you can cheese this, you could be honest about it and see what one you get in the end. I'm gonna go with red though, because the fire starter in this game is really cool. And the shini's even better, so we're gonna start shiny hunting that soon. And here are our 3 starters. Yes, we know what we want. Firepower. Raptolch is our pick. Now, if you're shiny hunting, I suggest you save here so you can pick it and then reset. And on the nickname screen is where it'll be shiny. So, if not, you hit F12 to reset it. And we can just... Oops. I did not mean to load. I did not mean to load one of my other save files. That's funny. Oh, no shiny, so we're going to reset again. Now, the odds in this game are 1 in 4,096, I believe. I believe. And while at it, you know, we're gonna get some good Pokemon playlist playing in the background. Give me 1 second, guys. Playlist for everyone. There we go. So we got some nice Pokemon music in the background, and we're gonna continue the shiny hunt. Excuse me. So, let's see. I decided to start doing this. I know I've been doing a lot of Minecraft related stuff lately, and that's been great, pouring our Minecraft map and how old it is. And those videos have been fun, but I wanted to do some live streaming too. So, I thought of Pokemon Uranium. I got a couple things in the works, but I felt like this would be more fun to do. So we'll go, I don't know, we'll go see if we can get a shiny this round. I got one pretty quickly in my, one of my test playthroughs of this. I got one very, very, very quickly. Something like 800 resets or something. And personally, they just don't make Pokemon games like they used to. Like, I started in Gen 3, but I've been a Pokemon fan since day 1. So, I was with the anime when I was younger, and then my first official Pokemon game was Sapphire. And I started shiny hunting in, what was it, Gen 5? I don't think I shiny hunted in Diamond, Pearl, or Platinum. I don't think so. If I did, I hacked everything in, so it doesn't matter anyways. But excuse me, I'm getting over a cold, so ugh, this cold's been nasty. There's some stomach bug going around where I live, and it's nasty. But anyways, as I was saying, Pokemon Sapphire was my first game. I didn't shiny hunt in Gen 4. I probably hacked and actually replayed a lot of those in. And then Gen 5 is when I started to find random shinies everywhere. And I've been shiny hunting ever since. And I like Pokemon fan games that increase the shiny odds. I'm not sure if this is one of them that increases shiny odds or not. But I figured that it would be cool because I have a really cool nickname for Raptolch. But the problem with it is the nickname won't fit unless it's shiny, and you guys will see whenever we find that. But yeah, I wanted to make a video on it too, but I never, I couldn't decide if I wanted to make a video and talk about this in the live stream. Well, one of the live streams, but Pokemon ZA was announced recently, and I am extremely excited about the fact that we're going back to Kalos, because X and Y, Pokemon Y was the second game I ever put 999 hours into. Competitive battling, breeding, shiny hunting, playing the games over and over and over again. And I was really mad when, after ORAS, we went straight to Gen 7, instead of actually going to, back to Kalos with, Pokemon Z that everyone was predicting. Or that we were, you know, gonna get like XZ, YZ or something, and then they just kind of shoved Zygarde into Sun and Moon, and there was no rhyme or reason why Zygarde should have been in Sun and Moon. None whatsoever, and they just shove his 10% incompleted forms into Sun and Moon and arbitrary collect all the Zygarde cells. And I never understood that, so I am super happy that we are going back to Kalos, and I'm interested to see the take on another Legends game, because Legends Arceus, I put something like 300 hours into shiny hunting. I had a full shiny team through my playthrough, and I enjoyed every second of that shiny hunt. The game was breathtaking for me, even though it wasn't really truly open world like Scarlet and Violet is. And you know, Scarlet and Violet, while the open world has its merits, I like the more condensed areas of Pokemon Legends Arceus, and I felt like the frame rate was a lot better in Legends Arceus. And I also feel that Pokemon ZA, apparently on the website it said something about it's going to be taking place all in Lumio City, which is a couple things I've seen online that people said that they can see how the game would be going, like, because when Legends Arceus was being revealed and everything, they said on the website that it would all take place in Jubilee Village. So what everyone's thinking is that Lumio City is going to be the hub, and then we're going to go out each gate into different areas, which I could see them doing. I think, what was it? We had 4, 5, 6 different exits out in Lumio City. It's been such a long time since I played Pokemon X and Y. Give me 1 second. Let me lower the music. There we go. It's been a long time since I played Pokemon X and Y, so I can't remember exactly how big Lumio City was. But I feel like that's the route we're going to be taking with it. I'm hoping anyways. And I'm hoping that because Mega Evolutions is returning, I'm really, really hoping that Flygon gets justice, because it was supposed to have Mega and X and Y, and they couldn't come up with an idea. And then Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire came around, you know, Flygon's home region, and they still couldn't come up with an idea for a Mega Flygon, and there's fan art all over the internet about what a Mega Flygon can look like. And I am a huge Flygon fan. Like, Flygon is one of my favorite Gen 3 Pokemon. And the fact that it was supposed to get a Mega and never did really makes me upset. But, you know, Garchomp gets a Mega, and Charizard gets 2 Megas, and Mewtwo gets 2 Megas. But you couldn't come up with an idea for Flygon. You could have made it the first bug dragon type. And Flygon's stats are not bad. 100 attack, 100 speed, and I think 80 special. It's not a bad stat spread. Like, you could have bumped the speed to like 120. You could have bumped the special attack to like 110. Bumped the attack to like 130. Something like that. Make it a mixed sweeper. Give it like tinted lens or something. And make it a bug dragon. Like, at least for every fan game I have seen that used Flygon and gave Flygon a Mega. They made a Bug Dragon type. And, oh, what was it? I think Pokemon Insurgence is another fan game. And in that fan game, I believe Flygon got an ability called Amplified, which boosts its sound type moves 1.5 times, I think it was. Some arbitrary number like that. So not shiny Raptolch. That's alright. And other news, though, at least for Pokemon related, my living dex is close to being complete. I got a couple more Pokemon I got to snag from the DLC. I just been too lazy and I haven't wanted to do it. But we have a couple more Pokemon. Well, I have a couple more, not we, I have a couple more Pokemon I gotta get, and then I have a living dex, and at some point I think I'm gonna show that to you guys here on YouTube. I just haven't decided when yet, or how I'm going to do that, because I don't have a Switch capsule card. And the mobile version of Pokemon Home, it's not great, to be quite honest. I don't like using it over the Switch version, especially when I'm showcasing stuff. But I'm super happy about that. Let's see, what else has been gaming related news? Oh, hello there, welcome. Pokemon Uranium, more like you ran from radiation. Yeah, we're gonna be doing a lot of running from radiation. Most definite in this game. Hello, welcome to the stream. We are currently shiny hunting our starter, because I want a shiny starter to make this playthrough more fun. Hello, B. We are currently shiny hunting, as I said, our starter Raptolch in Uranium, because I really like the color of Raptolch. And I really like how the shinies look when it evolves. But I was just kind of rambling on about Pokemon, what was it, XZ, ZA, whatever ZA, Pokemon Legends, the next Legends game in the Pokemon franchise. Let's see. I wonder what the idea, albeit about radiation for this game. So basically, without going into too much and spoiling the game and the storyline, there's a bunch of reactors throughout the Tandor region, which is the the region this game takes place in. In the beginning of the story, we have the nuclear power plant our mom works at goes critical, and it irradiates the surrounding area. So that's kind of the baseline of the story, is a bunch of nuclear reactors are going to be going off, and we're going to have to clean that mess up. From what I'm not going to spoil straight away, but know that there's a lot of nuclear reactors, and it can cause havoc on the region itself, and it causes problems from us. If Godzilla was in it, well, our starter kind of becomes like a Godzilla when it Mega Evolves. Kind of, in a way, it becomes like Godzilla. But yeah, no, I wouldn't want to fight a Godzilla that's been irradiated by nuclear power, to be quite honest. All I could think of is that Minecraft mob when we have Burning Godzilla, and it would do so much damage. Yeah, no, thank you. No irradiated Godzilla. Maybe they'll add that in a patch or something as an Easter egg. But yeah, we're just sitting here, soft resetting until we get a shiny. The shiny rates in this game are 1 in 4,000. I don't think the starters are boosted. I'm not positive on that. Yes, I do remember when he became bulking green in the old games. Although I haven't seen Green Godzilla in a long time. I'm not really a huge monster like movie fan, and like game wise, the most exposure I've had to stuff like that would be through Minecraft when they added Godzilla and Burning Godzilla, and I forget what other Godzilla they added. What Pokemon Evil team would I want to be a part of? I mean, I guess if I had to pick a evil Pokemon team to be a part of, it would be Team Skull from Sun and Moon. Because, you know, they're not, like, about world domination and stuff. I have my own Pokemon Evil team. Yeah, sure. Let's hear about it. What would your Pokemon Evil team be? Since you have one for an idea. Maybe it can be dropped into a fan game one day. Give me 1 second. Let's see, so here's the thing. I would want other evil teams to try to control the legendary Pokemon, but for me, I would try to kill it with no mercy. Why would you want to kill the legendary Pokemon for no mercy? Most evil teams need the legendary Pokemon to, you know, achieve what they're trying to do. Oops, I think I just reset before I could check if it was shiny. But that's an interesting take. I know Pokemon can die in the in canon, cause we had what was it? The Scoutland in Sun and Moon that passed in the anime. I am intrigued. Why would you wanna kill it with no mercy? Cause like personally with me, if I had an evil team, I wouldn't like be going after the legendaries. You know what? That does actually make sense. There are a lot of dangerous legendary Pokemon, aren't there? Like, we got Palkia and Dialga, which can bend and control time and space, which, you know, they could eradicate time and space the second they wanted to, if they felt like it. Then we have Pokemon like Giratina, which is basically the devil of the Pokemon universe. We got Reshiram and Zagram, which can control fire and lightning. We got Kyurem, or Kyurem, however you pronounce it, that freezes stuff. We have Eternatus, which created the Dynamax phenomena. We have the 2 legendary wolves that knocks 10-year-olds out in the forest. We have literal alien legendaries in Sun and Moon that comes from other universes that can bend light to reality. Ultra Necrozma comes into different universes and sucks the light out. So yeah, I guess legendaries are dangerous. We got Lugia, which if it flaps its wings creates a 40-day storm. Entei, if it rolls, a volcano goes off. Huh. That's interesting, because the Pokemon world cybernetics are quite advanced. As far as I know, technology-wise, Pokemon world has great technology, considering that they can fit these giant creatures in tiny little balls. That would be cool. Because, like, if the story wasn't great for you, like, if the story didn't impact me, at least, the death of the legendary wouldn't feel as good, honestly. And, like, the protagonist would kind of be like an anti-hero. So with that being said, yeah, you would be kind of like an anti-hero. And people wouldn't understand. They would look at you like you're killing the legendary for no reason. But you would actually be doing them a favor and protecting people. Still no shiny. Huh. I am hooked by your story. By your idea for an evil team. I'm intrigued now. We need more anti-hero stories in Pokemon, to be quite honest. They could do a lot with an anti-hero story, to be quite honest. Like, look at Silver from Gold, Silver, and Crystal. He was an anti-hero, and he still got redemption. This is true, yeah. You wouldn't just be a mindless guy that wants to, you know, like Cyrus, he wants to eliminate all emotions, or like Team Rocket just wants to get like super rich or something. Like, you would actually have thoughts and feelings about the fact that you have to kill a legendary Pokemon. And I'm sure that would impact you as a person in the story, because you have to make this decision no one else will. Huh. That would be a fun fan game to make. Because I know back in the day, I used to dabble around with creating Pokemon fan games and ROM hacks and stuff, but I never got really deep into it. And now we got like RPG Maker, like this game is made from, and we have all these other tools. Huh. I might want to adapt your story one day into one, or at least pass it along to see if someone else could adapt it. That would be cool to see. I would play something like that. Having the anti-heroes for Pokemon. Oh yeah, you would have to think that, much like in every Pokemon game, you'll have a bunch of 10-year-old trainers just starting out to try to stop you. So this would be like a rated T for teens kind of Pokemon game. This wouldn't be for everyone, it seems. Still no shiny. Come on, Rapcold, shine for us. Give me my first good luck of the stream. Nope. But yeah, B, I like your story idea. Like, it's something that pushes me to play games like Pokemon Uranium. And when I die, the legendary Pokemon will try to better not to cause trouble, the world, or even the universe to fall. Huh. Yeah. I could see it going that way too. Like I was saying though, that's why I play games like Pokemon Insurgents and Pokemon Uranium. Excuse me, because of the darker storyline. Like, I'm almost 30 myself. I've been with the Pokemon franchise forever now. The Pokemon franchise is only a couple months older than I am. So I've been with the anime since day one and the game since Gen 3. And the Pokemon games are just, they're basic, they're for children basically. But games like Pokemon Uranium, they're not tied down by expectations and trying to cater to an audience. These are for like older fans like me. And it's difficult, to be quite honest, because Me personally, I didn't find the latest Pokemon games fun at all. I did not. So the legendary Pokemon that the legendary Pokemon on the trainer and see how it feels from them. Yeah, you could go about it that way in a story. How long have you had a story like this in mind for? Because it seems like you have it well thought out. Still no shiny. Come on, Raptorch. Nope. This is one of the things about shiny hunting. Oh, how I miss doing this. I haven't shiny hunted in a long time. I think the last time I shiny hunted was on another ROM hack of I reset without checking. That may have been the shiny. We may have lost the shiny. I'll never know now. But yeah, the last time I shiny hunted was on Pokemon Crystal Clear. And that shiny team is now sitting up on Pokemon Scarlet, which I love. I love the fact that I could take my shiny team I worked for on a Gen 1 and Mr. Fuji was the only two that survived out of that, but it destroyed the lab. Yeah, that's true. Like, I don't believe anyone in the Pokemon universe is as pure as they go on to be either. So it's kind of a yin and yang kind of thing. Like, that's something else that Team Plasma over the years, you know, has had a lot of people like myself question. Us capturing Pokemon, are we enslaving them? Are we being the ones to enslave them? It's kind of interesting to think about. Yes, Team Flame, the anime. Oh my god. That ending where Lysander Mega evolves that shiny Gyarados and tries to destroy Lumio City, and it takes Zygon coming in to stop him. Like, Team Flame, no joke. It's kind of funny because it's like, well, you cannot die and we won't kill you if you pay us $10,000. Oh, what was it, $100,000 I think or something? I know, right? The X and Y anime was just so epic. Like, that's the first time since the Diamond and Pearl anime that I was invested. I watched every episode of the X and Y anime and then the XYZ anime. I thought Ash was top performance then. And then the Sun and Moon anime came out and dumbed it back down, and I was really mad and fell off the anime again. I know. like, X and Y, that anime was as epic as when Ash battled Tobias in the Sinnoh League and took down that Darkrai. Like, I didn't get excited for a Pokemon anime since that, and then I watched the X and Y one. Yeah. Like, there's a lot of Pokemon that I could say, like, how the hell is this a creature? Like, a lot of the Gen 8 Pokemon, like Cinderace, why does it have shorts on? Why does it have pants? Like, and like Rillaboom, where would you get that drum from in the wilderness? You're supposed to be a monkey, so you just carry a drum on you at every point. Like, that's what I don't like about the newer Pokemon games. The animals don't feel like animals. They don't feel like they could exist in the real world. Like, you look at something like a Gen 1 Pokemon, you have stuff like Charmander. He's just a lizard with a fire tail. Or like Bulbasaur's a frog. Like, those are real animals. Oh, you're talking about the actual art style. Yeah, I felt like after X and Y, the dumbed down kind of kiddish art style, if I can call it anything else. Like, XY, Ash looks older, he looks more mature, everything looks pretty. It is France after all, so, you know, I think they had to make it look good. But, yeah, it did look very mature for at least a Pokemon anime. I mean, especially coming off of Black and White. Like, I did not like how Black and White looked as an anime, and I liked it even less as a Pokemon anime. But yeah, just the way they choreograph, like, Pokemon battles and how the art just looks in itself. I really like that. I mean, I don't mind the Sun and Moon anime, because Alola's more of a laid-back region, so the art style's more laid-back. And then Pokemon Journeys is kind of a combination of the Alolan art style for the anime and the X and Y art style for the anime. You know, give or take. I don't know, I don't even keep up with the series anymore. At least anime-wise. I didn't even buy the newest games. One was lent, Scarlet was lent to me so I could actually play it. Yeah. The Black and White anime, I mean, it had its good moments. But at the same time, what a train wreck that anime was. No amount of good moments coming from that anime will ever make up for what it lacked, and it lacked it a lot. But I still don't want to shine wrap, folks. That's alright. Yeah, the ending of Black and White was nice. I mean, partly because it was over finally. But yeah, I like the ending of it. Yeah, I can honestly say I didn't mind the ending of Black and White. Yeah, that's one of the things I liked about the X and Y anime was it looked like Ash actually, you know, had the number of regions under his belt that he did at that point. He was confident. He made smart moves. His X and Y team was one of the strongest teams he ever had. And then they kind of dumbed him back down when Sun and Moon came out. And, well, his team was strong in Sun and Moon, too, because he had, you know, an Ultra Beast and a mythical Pokemon. And his Journey's team is literally the strongest team he's ever had. But he still makes poor decisions. I mean, I'm not too upset that Ash has been retired from the anime either. Like, he had a good run. He has a lot of experience under his belt. Like, I'm glad. I haven't given the Paldea Adventures or whatever it's called. I don't even know what it's called. I haven't given the anime for Gen 9 a try yet. I might in the future. Just to see what it's about, because I did skip Gen 8's anime, because I'm not a fan of the Galar region. Not a fan of a lot of the Pokemon designs. Oh, excuse me. Hey, Raptorch, you want to shine any day now? No? Okay, buddy. The joys of shiny hunting. But, yeah, I personally, when it's regard to the anime isn't made for, like, me. The anime is definitely not made for someone like me. It's made for kids. So I can't get too mad at it for what it does. That doesn't mean, as a fan, I don't want to see the games progress in a good direction. I'm happy that Pokemon ZA is coming out next year. We have a dry year Pokemon, and I'm quite thankful of that, because that means they'll have time to polish the game up. Yeah, I can see that. I'm glad that the Pokemon company's taking some of our criticisms, at least, into consideration when they're doing things. And like I said, we have a dry year for Pokemon, which we haven't had that since, what, 2015, 2016? We haven't had a dry year when there was no, like, major Pokemon game coming out. And I think we've been crammed with it, because we had Pokemon Legends Arceus announced and Gen 9 announced all in the same direct, and then Pokemon Legends Arceus comes out, and then Scarlet and Violet comes out months later. And I had fun with Scarlet and Violet. I had a lot of fun with the open world and everything. I had fun doing gyms out of order and everything. But the glitches I ran into were numerous. I fell through the map. I seen Pokemon at walls. I didn't even get my Koraidon, the ride Pokemon. I didn't even get that in the beginning of the game. I used the Pokeball trick where you can aim and throw it off that one ledge in the first area, and you can go catch level 30 Pokemon before one gym badge. I completed most of the Paldea index before I even got one badge. So I think they definitely need to, for the next open world Pokemon game, put some restrictions back on us. Not a lot, but some. Oh, sweet revenge indeed. Like, the Pokemon group I was a part of back when Pokemon Z rumors were being thrown around, everyone thought I was crazy, telling me Pokemon Z is never gonna happen. We're not gonna go back to Kalos. We're gonna have Gen 5 remakes next. That's what everyone thought in the community. Gen 5 has to have remakes next. It's a logical next step. I didn't believe that. I didn't believe Pokemon was gonna even try to touch Gen 5 at this point. Not after the backlash that BDSP got. I'm glad that they did go back to Gen 6 to Kalos and revisit the Pokemon Z we never got. And yeah, that sweet revenge on your friend for doubting you It took a while. Let's see, X and Y was released, what, 10 years ago at this point? I was still a teenager when it came out. I remember because I went to a midnight launch of X and Y. Did they have midnight launch? I'm not sure if they had a midnight launch. But I remember picking up the game day one, and I was super excited. I kept up with all the directs, I kept up with all the news, all the speculation of X and Y. You know, I did notice that too. Like, watching over the trailer that we got. Lumio City looks a lot bigger than it did in game. Well, then again, we were very heavily railroaded in X and Y because, again, it was released 10 years ago on the 3DS. And we all know the 3DS's computing power is not the greatest. Like, granted, the Switch is no better with its computing power. But, yeah. Lumio City did seem bigger in the trailer. Maybe it was bigger before, like, modern day, and then some catastrophe happened and they had to rebuild. And we got the modern day Lumios we have now. Maybe something like that happened. Maybe Zygarde destroyed it. You know? That is true. We were very restricted on the camera back in 2013. That is true. I don't think we... I reset again without checking. I don't think we really took into consideration how big Lumio City actually is. Because we never got that top-down view of the whole map. And yeah, I went wow too. Like, it's a massive city. That's going to be a massive hub. That puts Jubilite Village to shame. Jubilite Village was really, really small. And, like, Lumio City looks big. Yeah, the anime made it, like, larger than life. Like a shitty. Like a city should be. Yeah, I think the anime did Lumio City justice 100%. And I only hope that Legends CA can capture a fraction of the size of the anime. But, well, time will tell. And when we have a whole year to speculate. And this is what I love about newer Pokemon releases, is the community behind it. Oops. I don't know why. The game crashed. See? Game crashed. Look at that. Oh, my mouse hit the button. Whatever happened first. Okay, everything still looks good. Stream looks good. Sorry about that. I don't know why the game crashes like it does. This is part of it being an old RPG Maker game. Nothing we can do about it. Nope. Yeah, no, I can see that. I can see it feeling a lot smaller than what it was back in the day. Most definite. Most definite indeed that it did feel, the map felt quite small and restricted, especially because it had all those blackouts and we couldn't go to different routes. Like, X and Y could have been the first game to let us, like, you can pick any route you want to go on first. You can exit any part of the city and go anywhere on the map. It could have been semi-open world. But I don't think the 3DS could handle that, and it was the first 3D Pokemon game. So I do give them some slack. Oh my god, we got the shiny! We got the shiny Raptolch! Look at that! Alright! That did not take long at all. That only took 55 minutes. And we're going to be naming this shiny Raptolch Yoshi. Look at that beauty! Alright, I'm gonna pause the music here. And get the game music back on. Cause wow! We got the shiny Raptolch. Look at that, guys. We got the shiny Raptolch in under an hour of streaming. I know! Isn't he so green? This is great! I wasn't expecting to get him so quick. Ooh, Theo's mad. Sorry, Theo. I was trying to get the shiny. And Theo, obviously, is going to be picking the starter that we are super effective against. Because, you know, that's just how Pokemon games go for some reason. And Ultrinks is actually the starter I went with when I first played the game. He's a Grass Steel type cat that becomes a saber-toothed tiger, and it's amazing. He raps about Tolches? Yeah! I would say, and yeah, his shiny does fit the game so well. I am so happy that we got it! Let's go! I'm gonna quickly throw him on the layout. Give me 1 second. And there we go. Let's send out Yoshi! Look at that beauty! Look at him, he is beautiful. And all the starters in this game have a secondary typing. Our starter's a fire ground type right off the bat. He does, doesn't he? Yeah, Theo is annoying in the beginning of this game, but he gets so much character development by the end. You're gonna love Theo. I loved Theo by the end of my first playthrough. Oh, he has a gentle nature, so... Okay. More special defense, less defense. That really doesn't help us. That really does not help us. Because Raptolch is a glass cannon. When he evolves, he's a glass cannon. And as you can see, where the mouse is clicking, we can see our IVs and EVs, which doesn't matter because, again, 30 HP, though, is pretty good for an IV. Anyways. Oh, I can't wait for you to see the character development Theo gets, because the climax of the game is gonna really make you feel for this kid. Because I think Theo's only like 12, 13, and we're 14, 15, I believe, in this game. So, he gets a lot of good character developments, and he gets a lot of good moments in the game. But we gotta suffer, because again, he's a 13-year-old kid. So he's gonna have outbursts, and we one-shot his starter because we're just that cool. How was I supposed to be the best trainer ever? Well, for starters, you didn't pick the water type. You didn't pick the water type when I have a fire ground type, Theo. Yeah. Again. Theo is a character that you gotta suffer through his behavior right now. And if we don't give him the benefit of the doubt now, you're not gonna see his character development. But he went off running to his dad because he's upset, like most kids would. See, even Professor Bambo agrees that he's just a kid after all. Oh, so he's going out to Route 1. We are going to save immediately. Yes, we are going to save immediately. Because he's high from the cat. Smoking weed from your Raptolch. I don't know, maybe Raptolch did light it up. We did light up his grass cat after all. Oh, man. You know, I'm glad I'm not the only one that thinks that. So jealous you have your own Pokemon. We have our own shiny Pokemon, dude. I don't know what you're talking about. What did you say to my son? He ran upstairs crying and locked the door behind him. He won't tell me what's wrong or come downstairs. Look, dude, we didn't hurt him. We just battled him. See? Would not crazy. And this is Theo's dad. We'll get into more of his backstory later, too, because it's also tied to our father's backstory. It's great. Don't blame me, blame my shiny Raptorch. My Raptorch is giving off radiation. See, I like his father's character development, because he tells Theo, you don't have to cry, you're gonna lose battles. See, this is a good father, right here. He's not putting his son down, but he's also not letting his son throw a fit because he didn't get something. We will 100% be patient to Theo because he looks up to us. Oh, our father sent us stuff. That's pretty cool. Our Pokepod. The Pokepod's basically like the cell phone was in Gen 2. In a way. We can play music from the map, and we can contact people, rematch people, you know, it's the same thing. He must be sniffing the cat now. Probably. I can't wait for you guys to see what the starters evolve into. Because the starters in this game, they don't have 3-stage evolutions, they have 2-stage evolutions. They evolve before level 30. Oh, so my father's at a power plant. Well, that's great. So we'll be running into him in the power plant. Well, let's go meet Professor Bambo on Route 1. And he's gonna teach us how to catch Pokemon. Basic Pokemon tutorial. Yeah, they're 2-stage evolutions. But these are some of the most powerful starters in any Pokemon game. They have really good stats, and they can Mega Evolve on top of it, Mega Evolutions in this game. And he's gonna throw out Electrifying, that's the 3rd starter of the trio. It's a water electric type. It's one of my favorites too. I love all 3 of these starters, to be quite honest. And I like this catching tutorial. You know, it doesn't go into battle, and it doesn't, you know, drag on like a catching tutorial should. But yeah, no, they're 2-stage starters in this game, and on top of being 2-stage starters, they also all have secondary typings. The grass, fire, water, coal, like we're used to, but Oakchinks is part steel type, Raptorch is part ground type, and Electro has the best combination out of the 3. It's a water electric type. And electric types are quite scarce in Uranium. Yeah, basically Mega Evolutions are basically what they would look like if they had 3-stage evolutions, yes. Yeah, basically a super form. But we won't be unlocking Mega Evolutions for most of the game. We don't unlock that until the 7th gym. So that's why they made the starters a little bit more powerful than a normal baseline starter. Because they have to be. Otherwise they would fall behind too quickly. Theo, you will become a great trainer one day, I believe in it. And we can run around in the grass here, I believe we can encounter stuff. Yes, we can. And we have Chipmunk. This is basically your Route 1. This is your Route 1 rodent, like Rattata, Bidoof. This thing, surprisingly enough, evolves into a normal electric type with no electric type moves that I can learn via level up. And its stats are just god-awful. Like, this thing, I think the only good thing about this thing is the fact that it has pickup. I think it has pickup anyways. I know, right? He does have a... And he broke out of my Pokeball. I only have 5 of these, you know. I only have 5 of these. Ooh, and my Flame Body activates. That's another thing that the, I forgot to bring up. The starters of this game, they don't have Blaze, Torrent, and Overgrow for abilities. they have different abilities. I believe Ultrinx has battle armor. Oh, Mega might have battle. No, Mega has heat. Yeah, Ultrinx has battle armor, so it can't be credit. Raptolch has flame body, which burns as you see on contact. And Electroxo and Electrike. What was it? It was Static, I think, for its ability. No, we're not gonna give a nickname. Ooh, and we got a level up. But that's something I wanted to bring up too about this game and what we're going to be doing in these live streams now that we have Pokeballs. I'm going to be capturing every new Pokemon and showing them off in some form or fashion because there's over 100 new Pokemon in this region and I love almost every one of the designs. We do have some returning Pokemon. There are some returning Pokemon that we know of, and we'll see them as our journey continues, but, like, Bibarel is the Pidgey clone of the Uranium. Unfortunately, with this thing, its abilities and stats and move pool are absolute garbage, and it's sad because it evolves into something so cool, but it's bad. It gets analytic for one of its abilities, and its speed stats over 100. So, and we killed it anyways. So, with analytic, the slower you are, your moves get a power buff. Not so case with that bird because it's so fast. And we have Cubbug, the regional bug of this region, which is actually quite different because this thing is Hot Fairy type, or at the very least it becomes Hot Fairy type eventually. Why is everything breaking out? I know, right? I don't know why everything's breaking out of my Pokeballs. Come on, stay. Sweet. A Cubbug was caught. So that thing becomes a Pot Fairy type. It's a pure bug type for now. It's pretty weak. It has a late evolution line though. And its stats are pretty decent. I mean, I used one before and it carried me throughout the whole team. The whole playthrough. And yes, as you can see, Pickup is the only thing worth having on this thing. And our Cubbug has natural care for a possible ability, which heals status condition when you switch out. And as you see, some of the Pokemon are animated, some are not. Cubbug was not one of those that was animated before this recent update. So it's pretty cool. Ooh, and we have a new trainer. I am so glad it's your first time because Uranium, I have played this game like 5 times within the last 2 years. It's amazing. I mean, just listen to the Trainer battle music really quick. Such an epic Trainer battle theme for no reason. This game goes hard. And like, even the Pokemon designs are really cool. I know. Oh, the music only gets better. Just you wait for the gym leader music, and you heard. I think you. Oops. I think we just died. We just lost our starter. That's funny. I think we're gonna lose our first trainer battle because I was not paying attention. I was talking about the music. Yeah. We got wrecked. And that's another thing about this game. This game's hard. If you come ill-prepared, this game will kick your teeth in, as it just did mine. But I'm glad it's your first time with Pokemon Uranium, and I hope you enjoy. I'm gonna try to live stream this once a week if possible, but depending on my work schedule and everything, I don't know how possible it will be. That's what I'm saying. Like, Nintendo should sell this game and put the Nintendo polish on it. Because that's all this game is missing is the Nintendo polish. Like, in all honesty, that's all this game is missing in this polish that we all know Nintendo games have. Like I said, I'm going to try to get it out once a week because it seems like you want to see what happens. And our flame body activates, which is great. We won't lose this time. But I'm going to try for once a week. I'm going to try to do, today's what, Friday? No, today's Sunday. So maybe I'll do Sundays. We'll do Pokemon Uranium. Oh, absolutely. I would too. I would want to buy this. I would want to buy this game idea off of the creators. And I would sell it if I was Nintendo. We picked some Owen berries up. There's berries in this game, and that item's teasing us with a ledge. And we might as well... Ooh, our chipmunk got another potion, which is going to be quite useful. I keep hitting all the wrong keys because I'm used to playing on a controller. I'm playing on mouse and keyboard right now. Because I wasn't expecting to get the shiny that quickly. I have an indie game mindset too. I love the indie scene. There's so many great indie games out there that I think everyone should give a chance to indie games. To be quite honest. Yeah, we have some potions. I love independent creators and the games they can come up with because they're not boggled down with, you know, what CEOs want, and they're not, you know, they don't have to please advertisers, and they can spend as long as they want to make the game as good as possible. I will always support indie games. Right, I loved Spider-Verse. I'm a huge Spider-Man fan. He's my favorite superhero. And, like, I'm old, so I remember the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies. And I seen the Andrew Garfield ones. I did not see the newest one with Tom Holland. Tom Holland is not my Spider-Man and will never be my Spider-Man. But with that being said, I loved what they did with Spider-Verse, and I wish more developers, like you said, would give behind the... We got a great ball from pickup! Look at that! That's super good so early on. Yes, I do agree. I think the gaming industry with the crunch is absolutely disgusting, and it's not okay. I've seen some behind the scenes of how some of my favorite games I love in the crunch that happened. Like the original God of War trilogy and the crunch behind that was disgusting. And even now, a lot of games, they just want to pump out, like the Call of Duty franchise, they gotta pump something out each year. And they're on constant crunch, and it's not okay. It's a great fisherman, huh? I'm a fisherman, if you prove strong. Oh, so if we come back here after getting the first badge, he'll give us a fishing rod. We'll have to keep that in mind for the future. Carry antidotes. Yeah, it's a good idea in this game to keep stocked up on healing items. Oh yeah, I hate what EA has done, and I hate all the microtransaction in games nowadays, and I could go on and on about that. I grew up where you bought a game, you popped it into the system, and you had a full game. There was none of this downloading stuff, or the game not even really being on the disc anymore. I'm not okay with any of that. And I'm not okay with the fact that I'm paying $70 now for games that are unfinished and buggy messes. Like, again, I will give fan games credit because they come out mainly polished, especially with indie games. Some come out buggy, but I can forgive that because they are independent developers. You have an entire team Like, a company like EA has an entire team. Why are their games still a buggy mess before release? And why are we still paying $70 for that? That would be my question. Is why are we still supporting developers like EA? And we got another new Pokemon. This is a poison water type frog. I like the design, but we're gonna swap out because we're gonna get absolutely wrecked. Oh yeah, indie developers will admit when they make a mistake and fix it, like, almost immediately. Like, oh, what was the one indie project I tried one time? I think it was, what was it, Forger? I think the game is called. And it had a game-breaking bug that was fixed almost immediately after release. But, yeah, if it was like, if Sony released the game that was a buggy mess, they wouldn't really care. And if EA released the game, they wouldn't care. Like, I remember when Horizon Forbidden West came out, and it was a buggy mess. We fell through the map and everything. It was polished, and I enjoyed the game, and I loved what Gorilla does, but it was still a pretty buggy mess. I agree, if there's a funny graphical bug that you can, trigger sometimes, I would keep that. Oh, you know, if there's a single-player game, why are we patching out bugs for, like, duping items and stuff? It's a single-player game. Who cares how many items you dupe? If it's a multiplayer game, you should probably patch stuff like that. But if it's a single-player game, who cares? Keep some bugs like that in. It's fun. Like, I grew up in a day where they had to re-release a version of a game if they wanted to patch a bug out. Like, nowadays they can just release an update, and I'm okay with that while not being okay with that. Oh, a bike repair shop in the first town. Would you look at that? Hey kid, you walked in here, which means you need a bike repaired. I don't have anything to repair a bike. So, we'll have to, if we find a bike wheel, we'll have to bring it back to Keflaw Town. Oh, I agree with that completely. Like, or at least make it like a game mode where you can, you know, keep bugs like that. I would think, anyways. Ooh, what do we have at the shop? We're gonna pick up some potions, cause we don't want to get wrecked again. Cause I got wrecked. Oh, the memes that come out of game bugs are great. Oh, I follow so many subreddits for stuff like that. It's ridiculous. Want to hear a good joke? Yeah. Okay, listen. How do you get 50 Pikachus on a bus? You pokey them on. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. That's such a corny joke. We'll have to come back in when we have strength then too. Unfortunately in this game, HMs are still a thing. So, yeah. I love when you get stuck in random objects and the game kills you. That's great. Yep, we have a PC and everything. Someone named Twitch, called Twitch's PC. I believe Twitch was one of the developers or sprite artists of this game. And something else which I will get into once she's done talking, and we got some own barriers for talking to her, is we actually have online connectivity in this game. Welcome to the Tandor network. Yes, we are ready to begin. it's gonna save our game. This is the, this is where you can, battle other trainers. Because this game does have online connectivity. Over here, you have your GTS and your Wonder Trade. And you can online battle here as well. If there was a Pokemon I would be scared of in real life, be it no legendary, just normal Pokemon. Well, my favorite Pokemon is Umbreon, and the fact that Umbreon can, you know, spit poison from just sweating is kind of terrifying. And, like, something like Alakazam, which has over a 5,000 IQ, could probably injure me in many, many ways. Or, like, something like Houndoom. If a Houndoom burns you, that burn never goes away. It hurts forever until you die. So I would be pretty scared of Houndoom as well. We'll deal with the GTS later when we have some more Pokemon, but you can Wonder Trade and you can also GTS trade for stuff, and it's fun. Oh my god, Salazzle, yes! Salazzles are terrifying considering that they have, their poison is corrosive enough to melt steel. And we got this trainer here, which will batter us infinitely, so we can level up our Pokemon. And I would highly recommend, if you ever decide to play this game, to battle this guy in the Pokemon Center, because you can heal and battle and keep up to date and leveled with everyone. And he has just a bunch of chipmunks, so pretty weak guy, gives out decent EXP. Oh, let's see, what would another Pokemon to be scared of? Oh, there's so many Pokemon that you can be afraid of, to be quite honest. I know, right? The developers thought of everything. A trainer you can battle infinitely has weak rodent Pokemon that give good experience in the Poke Center, where you battle him, you come over here, you heal, you can come back and you can battle him again. Like, it's ingenious. And if you have a party of these chipmunks with pickup, you could be picking up items at the same time and farming items as you're battling, and then you can go and heal. Yeah, they could give a job if they're tired of battling. That would be cool. Like, this is such good game design on the developer's part, and I am so... Ooh, I have a flame body pop. I am so happy with how this game turns out, because everything's convenient in this game. You're never going to be hurting for EXP. There's always going to be training spots all over the region to keep you up to date with levels. Because this game is hard and the levels jump pretty high pretty quickly. Oh yeah, the developers are definitely cooking. They knew exactly what they were doing when they made this game. And I wish the modern Pokemon games would take cues from fan games, to be quite honest. Like, this is such a good feature. I could sit here all day and do it, but we're gonna move on. If we need it, we will come back to it. Gonna pick some berries here. The developers, they thought of everything for this game. And this game is still actively being worked on. I could definitely, at some point, if you would like it, link you to the Uranium Discord server. It's a fun server, and they're constantly giving us updates. Girlfriend is mad at me, so I'm buying her flowers. You're in the doghouse, buddy. Welcome to Cut Plum Berry Shop. Oh, she gives us some free berries. Baku berries. Gua berries. Kappa berries. Aka berries. I can't pronounce none of these berries. Oh, he has to be really rich. Think about it. He has a bunch of chipmunks that give him 3 items each time he battles. Paralyze, sleep, burn, and defrost. Cool. We won't be using defrost anytime soon. But yeah, he can get a bunch of stuff like great balls and potions, and they sell pretty decently, so the guy has to be super rich. anyways, we're gonna continue on here for a little bit longer anyways. We're approaching about the hour 30 mark. We'll go for a little bit longer. But yeah, I can't believe we got this shiny as quickly as we did. It's crazy. Yoshi's almost level 9 too. Which is great because we're gonna have this rap culture for quite a long time. I'm not even gonna lie. Like I said, level 28, 29, 27, somewhere around there, he evolves. So he still has another 18 something levels to go. I did like that feature in the newer games. I loved that we picked and we could avoid trainers and we didn't have to try to avoid them and move correctly. A super potion? Wow, this chipmunk's good. But yeah, I did like that feature in Scarlet and Violet, how you can pick and choose what you want. Mankey! There's a Mankey! And that's another thing about this game that I like. As you can see, Mankey is a real Pokemon. Primeape doesn't evolve into Annihilate, because Annihilate back when this game was in development didn't exist. Primeape gets a new evolution in this game, which is really cool. And if we run into it, I believe we can run into it. I will talk about it, because it's great. Oh, I wish we could pick up Master Balls from my little chipmunk. That would be awesome. Yeah, we'll register you. And there's Rock Smash up here, so we won't be going up here. So we'll be going through this cave. Passage Cave. We get Tommy! This is a Zubat region, and this thing evolves into something pretty grotesque and ugly. Not even gonna lie. Oh, but this thing's also a gigantic pain in the behind because it poisons you. And poison is not like it is nowadays in modern games. The poison will kill you in this game. Actually, that's pretty funny because it does evolve. This thing does evolve into a hippo. The evolution for the Mankey is insane for me. When I loved Annihilate. When I first seen Annihilate, I was like, "What the fuck is that?" We have 2 antidotes at least, and our little chipmunk gave us another item. Can we keep going with the good items and good luck today? Oh, we got our antidote back. That's pretty neat. But yeah, that freaking bat thing evolves into a hippo. It's pretty grotesque. Fun fact about this thing, this Baral, is one of the things of Uranium is steel types are super good to have on your team for stuff I will get into later. This thing evolves into the only pure steel type in the game, which I thought was pretty cool. It's so angry that yeah, well, it states in one of Primate's Pokédex entrances that if it gets too angry, it can die. That's what Annihilate is. Annihilate, for your Primeape to evolve into Annihilate, it has to get so angry that it dies. But it's pretty dark for a Nintendo game, especially Pokemon. Then again, the Pokédex has always been super dark for Pokemon. Oh, there we go. Refreshing. But yeah, I love Annihilate. Once we get further into this game, you're gonna start to see, because some old Pokemon did get evolutions in this game, which is fantastic. Got another trainer battle. Cave's dangerous. Oh yeah, Cave's always dangerous, especially in the beginning of Pokemon. Oh, the wall. moves around too with the latest update. It didn't move around before. That's pretty cool. So they're doing more animated sprites, which is cool. That's one of the things I like about this game too, is you can see the entire Pokemon model. Flame body? Aww. I did not expect the professors to be dead. I agree, that was a twist in Scarlet and Violet that I couldn't believe that they actually went there, because, like, death was mentioned in the Pokemon games previously, but it was never outright stated that things can die. So when seeing that, that was pretty cool, to be honest. I know, right? I thought they were alive at first too, and then they pulled the rug from under you at the very end of the game, like, oh, nope, we're both dead. Like, good God. Arvin's father or mother neglected their kid, spent all the time in Area 0, and then died. And it's implied, I don't think it was outright stated, but it was heavily implied that the Paradox Pokemon are what killed them. So that's pretty dark, considering a lot of those Paradox Pokemon are super scary, and like I wouldn't want to die by like a Slitherwing. But sure, this is an emo Marie. I know, Arvin's story was one of the things that got me. Like, I felt for that. That storyline sucked me in. I didn't like it at first, but by the end, oh, good God, that poor man. Neglected by his parents, didn't know what happened, his dog ends up getting sick. He spent so much time trying to get his match shift, I believe it's called, to heal. I thought Arvin was gonna be the cocky rival too, that, you know, oh, you beat me this time, but I'll beat you next time. But yeah, no, that was crazy. His storyline did a 180. Oh, there's a Dunsparce. I have a fun fact about Dunsparce in this game. Dunsparce evolves, and it does not evolve into Dunsparce. We did not get the joke. Evolution in this game. Dunsparce evolves into such a cool evolution. Excuse me. That we're gonna be keeping this Dunsparce isn't gonna be a permanent member of the team, because I've used Dunsparce way too many times in this game. And our Chipmunk got another potion, which is great. But yeah, I can't wait. Dunsparce evolves very late in this game, not until close to level 40, but it's so worth grinding out. But yeah, to get back to Arvin's story, I couldn't believe it. It made me cry too with his dog, and I was so overjoyed when we were able to heal his dog slowly. The Dunsparce makes me, like, everyone's mad at the Dunsparce, but Dunsparce is supposed to be a joke Pokemon. And the Dunsparce just kind of capitalizes on that. It makes me laugh too, because Dunsparce evolved into the Dunsparce. It's a Dunce Pokemon. It's funny, in a way. I personally like the joke behind Dunsparce. It would be like giving Delibird an evolution. That was good. It would defeat the purpose that Delibird is a joke Pokemon. It's a gag Pokemon. It's funny. Like, I like the Dunsparce, but I like the evolution in this game more, to be quite honest, because it's more of what I expected it to be. There's Dunsparce, and we ran out of embers. We got a crit though. Rage, huh? Yeah, we're gonna heal. We got enough potions at least. Fun fact about 3 segments shiny to Dunsparce. If you Pokerate on them from Diamond, Pearl, or Platinum on the DS, they will automatically, because of how the PIDs work in the newer games, they will all be 3-segment Dunsparces. So if you're still looking for a shiny 3-segment Dunsparce, go hunt a Dunsparce in a Gen 4 game. Transfer it up and it'll evolve into a 3-segment one. It's crazy. I watched the video on it, and I couldn't believe that that's the case. But yeah, I was watching this one Schultz creator, and she was looking for a 3-segment to Dunsparce forever. Like, she had so many 2-segment ones that she ended up, like, Wonder Trading a whole bunch away. Oh my god, this chipmunk's overpowered! We got an Ultra Ball! And I'm glad that helped a lot. I have useless Pokemon knowledge, I'm glad I could spread it to someone. So we got a Great Ball, 2 Great Balls, and an Ultra Ball from this thing. We don't even have a single badge yet. And we already have an Ultra Ball. That's crazy. What's your creepy theory about the future Paradox Pokemon? Because I've seen a lot of creepy theories about them. Come to think of it, no, I have not thought about what's inside of them. Aren't they just robots? Have you ever seen a human vines in the inside and it's one? So what you're getting at is you think there's dead Pokemon in the inside of the Paradox Pokemon of the future. Come to think of it, that would actually make a lot of sense. That's kind of creepy now. Ugh, excuse me. I didn't think about it that way. I don't want to think about it that way now. Dude, that is dark. Alright, we have made it to Norwich Town. This is where the first gym of the game is. Yeah, it's like brain muscles are still intact and well, the sparkly liquid is still missing. That is true, and that's really disturbing. It's nice to be surrounded by greenery, even in the middle of a big city. Yeah, this is... Didn't really think about it that way. But now that you brought it up, that actually makes the most sense, and it's terrifying. This guy. If you want to catch every Pokemon in the Tandor, it helps you trade with your friends in the Global Trade Second on the 2nd floor. Yep. There are more than 180 known species of Pokemon in the Tandor region. 180, and the majority of that is made up of fan-created Pokemon. Yeah, come to think of it, I just thought they were robots too. Do you know about HMs and TMs? Yes, TMs are technical machines that can teach your Pokemon to move, and TMs are infinite in this game, like in Gen 5. She gives us a useless one of Attract. And HMs are hidden moves that you can use outside in the field, and they cannot be deleted. But because TMs are reusable in this game, that really doesn't matter. Can't have a pet Pokemon until an older, so just got me a video game instead. Sounds good to me, man. Hey, this guy got Pokemon Blue and his sister got Pokemon Red. That's pretty cool. Wait, so they live in the Pokemon universe, and instead of going out to catch Pokemon, they play Pokemon instead? That's pretty cool. Wait, so would that make Gen 1 in Pokemon Uranium just a video game? I haven't thought of it that way. This is the Name Raider. We're not going to be revisiting names for now, anyways. Move to Norwich. Oh, your fiance's having doubts. I'm sorry about that. My fiance wants to have kids, but I'm not so sure. I just don't know if I'm dead material, you know? And we all think like that until we have kids, and then we find out we're actually dead material. So that means you collect Pokemon. I'm looking for a Frog Toad. If you got one, will you trade me for a Bashar? Oh, Emo Marie. We do not have one of those right now, but we will keep you in mind. Great Tusk must be backfire because of it's glowing into its eye. Yeah. See, I like the Paradox Pokemon in the past because they make a little more sense than just robots in the future. And again, as a shiny hunter, I do not like just all the future Pokemon just being chrome. Alright, so, ooh, this Dunsparce has Serene Grace. That's actually pretty good, and it has pretty decent stats. Wow. So Serene Grace is the best ability you can have on a Dunsparce in this game? That's awesome. Yeah, after you explain that theory, it is creepy. And I don't think I can look at the future Paradox Pokemon the same again. You've opened my eyes to something. A Pokemon that they gave in a free place to sleep at night, a free hotel except no rooms. I meant under pillow. Ever since I met my Tankoon, my life has been so much better. I can't imagine life without Pokemon. Me either. I wouldn't be doing YouTube right now if it wasn't for Pokemon, to be quite honest. Pokemon's what kind of got me into wanting to do YouTube all the way back in the early 2000s. Are you a Pokemon trainer? Can you bright future ahead of you come back after you get experience? I can teach your Pokemon some strong moves. That sounds neat. We'll have to keep that in mind. Door's locked. Alright. This is the Pokemon Rangers HQ. You can pick up some side quests. This game does have some side content and side quests in the Tandor region, and you can pick up some quests for them. We're looking for a mission, but they're not accepting help from civilians at this time. But you can... Ooh, a full heal. That's nice. Why does Iron Treads cover its face when its trunk's over its face and its side eye when you look closely? Yeah, that does make sense, actually. I've always wondered about why Iron Treads does cover its face, but then your theory would make sense why it covers its face. Do you have enough healing items for your Pokemon? Here, take some more. Oh, thank you for the free potions. We're gonna need it for the gym battle, quite honestly. Alright. Huh? Are you maybe perhaps here to see Maria? Oh, you must be like me. I'm her biggest fan. Oh, God. Probably find her at her house. I can't go there because of a reason. This guy is a creep. Why do you have a key to her house? Why does this guy have a key to the gym leader's house? You made copies? This guy is a major creep. He has copies to the gym leader's house. Kinda creepy, not gonna lie. But we're kinda being creepy right now by using the key. Do not say Mega Flygon. Okay, well, before I get started, Yeah, the gym leader didn't like the fact that we just barged into her house. No, we are a trainer and not a creepy fan. You got it. And if you come over here, she keeps spoiled milk in her fridge. A lady of class. But what megas do I want to see? I do want to see Flygon, because I think Flygon should be reprimanded. But I want to see the Kalos starters, all three of them get megas. That would be pretty cool. Maybe some mega evolutions? That would be pretty cool. Like, there's a ton of megas I would like to see. For returning ones, I do not want them to give Charizard a mega version of a Charizard Z. Oh, so Maria was a former champion of the Tandor region. It's not okay to make copies of people's house keys. I'm calling the Rangers. I'll leave you alone, I promise. You want to laugh at me too? Yeah, that guy is a total creep. Sorry about that, Maria. I guess even in video games, women can't get away from creeps. But might I say, before I continue with this gym, take a listen to this music for a second. This is an anime theme from the original Pokemon anime, and I love the fact that it's a gym theme in this game. And I hope Blastoise gets a Mega Z, and Venusaur too. That would be redemption. I know, right? This music does bop. I love the gym theme. And yes, Maria is a user of normal type Pokemon, which is pretty cool. Because I don't think we sent Charon of Gen 5. I don't think we've had a normal type gym since then. But yeah, no, this music in this game bops. It goes heavy. But yeah, so the first gym, pretty simple. If you picked up Ulchinx, you're part steel type, so you're gonna completely wall everything in this gym. But you can pick up a Mankey, you can pick up a Babrel, and he's a rock type. Or a rock steel. No, he's a rock steel type, so you know, you have options. I know, she's a normal woman. And creeps keep attacking her. Oh, Flame Body activated twice in a row. That's funny. But yeah, a normal woman. I think they knew what they were doing with this part of the game. And we hit level 13 and learned Mud Slap, our first ground type move. Which is cool, but really weak. But the accuracy lowering is pretty cool. Flame Body pops for 3 times in this battle. Yoshi, you bad man. I got plenty of healing items, though. But yeah, no, the music in this game. Wait until you hit the gym leader theme. It's great. Maria may be the first gym leader, but she used to be champion. Yeah, so fun fact about Maria, she used to be the champion of the Tandor region, but she gave up it to be a gym leader, which I find kind of interesting. Hey, have you heard the news about Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory scam? I have not heard about that. I don't really keep up to date with a lot of news. What's going on with Willy Wonka? Kind of interesting. Oh, and we just keep getting burns left or right. Let's hope with this luck in the gym battle. We're gonna need it. Something funny about this cat, Phalang, is I wanted to use one in my first playthrough. But it evolves into a Slacking type deal where its evolution is super powerful, but it is hindered by its ability. But it's not as bad as Slacking's ability, at least. Goodbye, kitty. Alright, we're gonna heal up here. Give our starter a berry. Take our item off our most powerful chipmunk on the planet. And let's get with the first gym leader of Uranium. And I want you guys to listen to this music too, because you think all the other music slaps, this music slaps. Well, the company who is impulsive AI to scam the kids to go to Willy Wonka experience, but it's just an old warehouse. And they only have jelly because it's a small company. Wow, that's not nice. That's crazy. I didn't hear about that, but I have to research that later. You ready for some bopping and popping gym leader music? Like I said, the music in this game pops and slaps. This is one of my favorite gym themes in any Pokemon game. It's so upbeat and catchy. But we got lucky with another burn thanks to our Yoshi. Almost level 14. Can we get lucky with more burns? Yeah, this Wang likes to put things to sleep, so we're gonna swap out. That's fine. We'll just swap back to our Yoshi. Yeah, that news story is crazy, dude. I didn't realize that was going on. And we hit level 14. And this is her last Pokemon. And then try to scam nice people, but this CEO company is scummy for upsetting AI. Yeah, no. AI is becoming a rapid problem, it seems. And I don't like it personally. I've seen Terminator and I know what AI can do, and I'm not looking forward to our future because of it. But yeah, the gym leader theme in this game, much like Black and White, becomes more upbeat and chaotic when they're down to the last Pokemon. Which I thought was a nice touch. There's a lot of Gen 5 inspiration in this game. I can tell they were big fans of Gen 5. Can we get the lucky bird? No. We get the lucky bird when it doesn't matter. And there we go, guys. That's our first gym leader. Down and dusted. Maria's done. Congrats. So the spirit of battle, 9 I'm starting out. And she gives us TM27 return. Now, I don't know. I'm sure you know what TM27 return does, but for anyone that may not know what it does, it's based off of your friendship. The more friendly you are with your Pokemon, the more damage it can do, and it can have a max of 102 power. For the first gym leader giving us that TM, that is super broken this early on, especially when you have a starter Pokemon. Ooh, we get another super potion. That's awesome. Anyways, we're gonna heal up here. And B, I want to thank you for sticking around the stream. This has been super fun to do. I'm super happy we got the Yoshi. For me, yeah, using AI for a funny image. Yeah, funny images are fine with me. I just don't like using AI to make money. I think that's pretty scummy, to be quite honest. Anyways, though, I think I'm gonna call that a stream. I've been streaming for roughly almost 2 hours now. We got our first gym leader, and we got our shiny, which I wasn't expecting to get for right now. And it's almost 11:30 at night, so. And that chipmunk has been grabbing stuff. Did he go to the wall? He probably did go to Walmart. Anyways, thank everyone that joined the stream. I'm having a lot of fun. This was a test stream, and I'm glad it went well. Our next stream, I'm going to try to stream Pokemon Uranium every Sunday at around the same time I did now, about 8, 9 Eastern Standard Time. I think that would be like 6 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. But anyways, thank you, B, for sticking around. Thank everyone else that sticked around with the stream. We got our shiny Raptoads, and next time we're going to explore more Pokemon Uranium. I'm UmbreonMoonlight. Thank you all for joining the stream. I will see you all in the next stream or video. Hope you all have a good night.